So in this video, I'll be breaking down the exact funnel that Iman Gadzhi uses to make $6 million per year from his secret YouTube channel. So I'll be sharing what is this secret YouTube channel of Iman's and why does he have this channel in the first place, what strategy he's using on this channel to make $6 million per year. I'll be sharing exactly what's his strategy for YouTube, so how does he structure his videos, and what is his strategy for Instagram. So let's get straight into it. Iman Gadzhi now. If you don't know who Iman is, he's essentially an online business owner and has one of the biggest personal brands in the online business space and is the owner of many companies and has made $108 million at just the age of 25. So he's very well known and he's exceptionally, one of the best players in the industry. He's like the top of the league, and he has like one of the biggest personal brands in the space. So Iman has two main YouTube channels. The first one obviously being his main YouTube channel, Iman Gadzhi. Now this channel has over 5.5 million subscribers, which is his biggest channel out of all the channels he has. And this is his main channel where he documented his whole journey and basically shares everything. Now he has a second channel, which is Iman Gadzhi Unscripted, which has 353,000 subscribers. Now this channel is mainly just for his vlogs, showing his lifestyle, that kind of purpose. Now Iman has a secret channel, which is called the Iman Gadzhi Business Channel. Now this channel, as you can see right over here, now this channel is basically where he shares more of the business and more of the tactical content, right over here. No BS, just tactical business content to help online entrepreneurs, scale to $10 million profit. Now, as you can see right over here, all his videos are just tactical business content. Now, the main purpose of, this channel is to drive leads for his coaching program, which is called the 8-figure license, so 8FL. Now, if you don't know what 8-figure license is, so 8FL, this is essentially Iman's high-ticket product. This program's price is $18,000 for 6 months, and inside, Iman and his team help business owners scale to $10 million plus profit. This program is essentially a coaching program. So this is essentially the purpose of this channel, is to drive leads to his 8-figure licensing product, where they can basically license all of Iman's systems that he used to run his business, that he used to make $108 million plus profit with his business, actually $800 million in like lifetime earning from his businesses. So now you might have these questions. Now, why is Iman even doing this now? Why did he create this separate channel when he has such a huge channel? Like, why did he have to create this like separate channel when he has such a huge channel with 5.5 million subscribers? I'm sure you probably have these questions, like, why did he create this separate channel? If he posted the same videos on his main channel, which has 5.5 million subscribers, he would get way more views and way more leads and way more business to his channel. Like right over here, he's only getting like 7K views, 7K views, 13K views, 20K views, And if he posts his same videos on his main channel, he would at least get like 100,000 views, like way more leads. Like, why is he doing this, So let's break it down. So let's go down to the reason. So as you can see right over here, this is Iman's channel. And the main purpose of this channel is to bring leads for his 8-figure licensing program. Now, if you don't know, 8FL is only for individuals making over $250,000 a year and only for people working in specific industries, and it's not for everyone. So on this channel, Iman is posting content that only appeals to his ideal customer for his 8-figure licensing program. So as you can see right over here, all these video topics, they're very specific, they don't appeal to like everyone. Right over here, single digit refund rates in info products. Here's the blueprint, so this kind of videos do not appeal to everyone, they only appeal to business owners. So right over here, he's creating specific videos that only attract, his ideal customer, that are suited, that are well qualified and well suited for his 8-figure licensing program. Now, most likely, you're thinking that why is Iman not posting these videos on his main channel where he has millions of subscribers and already has an existing audience, and he could earn way more by posting these videos on his main channel? I'm sure you probably have this question in your mind. Well, I'm going to tell you, well, you're kind of wrong over here. Well, let me explain it to you exactly, what I mean by that. See, Iman's main channel right over here, 5.5 million subscribers. His average video gets like at least 100,000 views nowadays, So, it would make, obviously, in your eyes, in your mind, it would be the smarter move to post these kind of videos on his main channel. He'll get way more leads and way more business. But see, on Iman's main channel, he has a bigger and well-established audience. But most of his audience are people who are still trying to make their first 10K online. And the type of content they want to see is completely different than the type of content that Iman is putting out on his business channel. So let me explain it to you, right over here. See, Iman on this main channel, his audience are they're still trying to make their first 10K. And over here on his business channel, his product is only designed for people that are making more than 250K per year, or at minimum 250K and already have a well-established business. So if Iman posts these kind of videos right over here, these kind of videos on his main channel right over here, first of all, the results of posting his business content on his main channel will be this, first of all, it will be low engagement because the content is not relevant to his audience. His audience doesn't want to see a video on how to get low refund rates. They don't want to see that kind of content. They want to see content that is relevant to them. So first of all, it will be very low engagement. Second of all, there will be very extremely, unqualified leads watching his videos and applying for his program. And the third thing is that he will be destroying his existing audience because this is not the type of content that they subscribe to watch on Iman's channel. So ultimately, it would be a dumb move. So this is exactly why Iman decided to create a second channel. And with this second channel, he can create business content. He can create from scratch, and he can only get, attract people that are, well suited for his program. So only people that are interested in, that already have a business, that are, interested in learning more how to scale their business. So this is actually a really smart move. So this is the exact reason why Iman decided to, start a separate channel for his coaching program instead of posting this kind of videos on his main channel and attracting these from his main channel. So now let's talk about the strategy that Iman is using to make $6 million per year from his channel. So the strategy is called the micro niche down channel. So essentially, the micro niche down channel strategy is where you keep your account small on purpose and build a highly qualified audience of your ideal customer. Your aim with implementing this strategy isn't to go viral, but get your video in front of your ICP, which is ideal customer profile, and turn them into a customer or a client. So you're not trying to go viral over here. Your only goal is to get your video in front of the right people that you want your videos to be watching, so you can get more business for your, so you can get more business for your business, get more sales, drive more traffic to your business, and get highly qualified leads instead of, getting, basically hundreds of thousands of leads, but those are very unqualified, so they won't make you any money anyways. So this is the exact strategy that Iman is using. So now let's break it down. So the first part of the strategy is YouTube, obviously. Now, Iman is a master of YouTube, so obviously he's going to use YouTube. And I recommend everyone who's not using YouTube to drive traffic and qualify leads to their business to actually start using YouTube with the micro niche down channel strategy, which I'll be breaking down now. So for YouTube, Iman has a channel and he posts like basically one video every single week. So the strategy basically that Iman is using is that Iman is creating videos on topic that is ideal customer is looking for. His videos are very specific and only appeal to his ideal customer, and he follows a specific structure in his videos to establish authority, show his expertise, and push the viewer to take action. So let's break down the strategy. So the first thing is content pillars. Now basically, you gotta have content pillars in your content strategy. You gotta create educational contents right over here, copy my flywheel content system that generated me $100 million, like you also got to create eye-opening content. So this kind of content is basically when you show someone, a new perspective of thinking on a topic, a new way of thinking on a topic. This is your own perspective or your own way thinking on a specific topic, right over here. I made $100 million from info, and let me bust submit. So right over here, this is an eye-opening style of content. Now documenting, you also need to create documenting style of content to show the back end of your business and basically, gain the trust of your subscribers even more, to gain the trust of your leads even more. Now, he doesn't really need to do this since he has such a big personal brand, but you should be doing this. So essentially, this is the content pillars that he follows. Now, let's talk about the video structure. So essentially, Iman follows a specific video structure for each one of his videos, and that's why he's able to get, hundreds of leads every single time he uploads a video. So let's break down the video structure. So essentially, the video structure goes like this. So it starts off with a hook, then problem, then a solution, then it goes into authority plus value, and then a call to action. So let's go over hook, problem, and solution. So Iman starts off his videos with a strong hook to grab the viewer's attention. So you need to really do this, because if you cannot grab the viewer's attention, and if they don't watch the full video, then what's the point? They're never going to convert anyway. So you need to grab the attention right away. And then he addresses a problem that his audience is facing and promises a solution to the problem that they're facing. So this is essentially what Iman does in starting with most of his videos, is a hook to grab the viewer's attention, a problem that they're facing and promising them a solution of solving that problem that they're facing. So now let's talk about authority plus value. So Iman shows his expertise throughout the video and provides immense value, which is really important if you want to gain the viewer's trust. See, Iman authority, obviously, he has one of the biggest personal brands out there, so it's really easy for him to show his authority. Now, you could also do this by showing your testimonials, your results that you got for your clients, for people inside your program. Now, you really have to show authority. Now, authority, there's two kinds of authority: indirect versus direct. So, indirect authority could be, like basically your video quality. Is it good quality? Is like the audio good? Is the lighting good? Can they see you clearly? Is the presentation good? That's indirect authority. People are not going to watch a shitty video. And direct authority could be, your experience, what you have accomplished, what you have helped your clients accomplish, what you have, basically your results, your experience, and your expertise. That is your direct authority. Now, Iman portrays both of these. His videos are very high quality. Obviously, it's Iman. He has such a huge team, but you can also accomplish this just by yourself. And obviously, direct authority, he's seen some crazy results. Obviously, his students and the people inside his coaching program also have seen crazy results. So, he's basically, showing authority throughout the video. Now, also, he's providing a lot of value. See, providing value is really important because if you can have like the best hook, you can grab the viewer's attention, but they're never gonna watch your video. They're never going to buy from you if you do not provide value in your video. So make your videos valuable. This is what Iman does in each one of his videos. Now, the last part of the video structure is basically call to action. Now, Iman has multiple call to action in his video. One CTA to filter out all the people who are not his ideal audience, and one to lead them to book a call with his team if they fit the criteria of who Iman works with. So Iman has multiple call to actions throughout this video. Even in the starting of his video, he does a call to action to filter out all the people that his video, that his account, that his program is not designed for. Like he tells, okay, if you're not making $250,000 per year, just simply click off this video because it's going to confuse you more than it will help you. So he has his call to actions to really filter out all the people that his video is not for. And then he also has a call to action to tell people that, if they want like these systems and these processes implemented into their own business, and if they want to, scale their business, then click the link down below and book a call with his team to see if they are a good fit to work with him. Now, after going through all of this YouTube funnel, watching his content, and Iman following the video structure, and then going through around all this funnel, a normal viewer, so basically just a lead, goes from someone who probably doesn't even know Iman, who knows Iman, but they do not they're not convinced to buy it. They go from someone who's just a random viewer, they go to someone who knows, likes, and obviously trusts Iman. So this is really important, like YouTube is a great place to, basically nurture someone because your videos are extremely long and you can provide a lot of value. So this is a strategy basically for YouTube. Now let's talk about Instagram. So Iman has this account called Chat with Iman, and this account is only, for people that are his ICPs, ideal customers. So in this account, the strategy that Iman follows is two simple things: it's IG stories and messages/DM. So let's break down the IG stories. So Iman uses a strategy called the IG story sequences. Essentially, this is the strategy where you create a sequence of stories that guide the viewer to take the action that you want them to take. And this is done through storytelling. So let's break down the formula for this IG story sequence. And basically, if you master this, if you nail down this strategy, it converts extremely well. It converts like extremely well. So I'll just break down the formula right over here. So you start off with a hook to grab the viewer's attention, then you address a pain point, then you basically show them the solution or unique mechanism, and then you show them proof that the solution works, and then basically a call to action to tell them like what they should do next. Whether that's book a call with you or DM you a specific keyword to start the conversation, see if they're a good fit to work with you. So basically, this is basically the formula. Now let's break down one of Iman's recent IG story sequences that he did for like a 5-day live event, where basically he's breaking down exactly how did he make like $108 million from like content and his personal brand. So here is the story sequence. So let me just read it out to you. So let me show you something interesting. These are the YouTube analytics of my most watched video ever. It's back from 2022, a 38-minute VSL breaking down the different business models. You have probably watched it yourself. It got 9.6 million views, 184,000 subscribers, $267,000 in AdSense. And now here's the most interesting part. Those $267,000 it generated Well, that's only 1/100th of his actual profit. This single video generated me $20 million plus for 3 years straight. No ads, no complex funnels, just a link in the description to an order page. That's an 8-figure business built on the back of a single video and has a byproduct positioning me as a top authority in my industry, creating awareness about my product, creating an audience of millions. Most people paid $10 million on ads to get this many views and sales on their VSL. In contrast, I got paid $267,000 by Google to make $20 million. It's a center of my flywheel content system. With it, I don't need to spend 8 hours a day recording ads, fixing funnels, managing a sales team, disputes. All I do is record 4 to 5 videos a month and 1 VSL a year. That's it. That's because when you apply this flywheel content system correctly, every new video you publish boosts this flywheel VSL. So the older it gets, the more it sells. It's like building digital real estate. It keeps paying for years to come, and each new video stacks on top of each other. Unlike ads and funnels that fatigue every 2 weeks and stop bringing sales immediately if you pause them. If you want to learn how to implement a flywheel content system on your business, I'm hosting a 5-day live challenge showing you exactly that. By the end of the 5-day challenge, you'll have the playbook on how to implement your own flywheel content system. You'll be able to literally just copy and paste my systems. You can save your spot here to join the challenge over here. So there's a link to join the challenge. The challenge takes place from March 3rd to March 7th. P.S. This is not for beginners, If you're not making at least 10K per month, then don't even bother. That's exactly why I have my YouTube channel. Go watch my latest video there. It will show you where to get started. So this was one of the recent IG story sequences that Iman used to basically for the launch of his 5-day live challenge. Now, if you didn't notice, the while I was going through the copy of the IG story sequence, Iman really showed something something interesting. So he hooked the viewer in, and then he basically then basically he showed the results, and then he showed the unique mechanism. Then he showed like the pain points that you're doing this thing wrong, that you're spending so much money on ads, and I did this with just one single YouTube video, and he showed them the results. And then he showed them exactly what is the system, the flywheel content system. And then he's like, it's called digital real estate, basically like that. And then he's saying, I'm basically exposing this in a 5-day live challenge, and then he gave a link to join the 5-day live challenge. And then the end, he basically had a call to action, basically filtering out all the people that his live challenge is not for. And I'm sure this story sequence converted, extremely well for him. So Iman posts these kind of story sequences, once in a while, so it doesn't burn out his audience. And he makes sure the quality of the sequences and the script is good to the point. And he uses a DME keyword call to action. So for his Chat with Iman account, now this was for the Iman Gadzhi account to launch a challenge. It was just a great example, so I used it in this video. Now mostly for his Chat with Iman, he uses a DME, DME 8FL, and I will help you get started. And then he basically has just some stories, basically just saying that, okay, P.S., if this is not you, then basically just leave this page, is not for you. So he still has a call to action to make sure that he's getting the highest quality of leads. So this is one of the strategies that Iman uses, which is called the IG story sequence strategy, which I think if you already aren't using, you should be using this. And then he bundles this strategy with Q&A stories. So he also puts a poll on his stories to answer his nurture leads question. See, the lead is already nurtured because of his YouTube channel, but they might not be ready to join yet and probably have some questions. And with Q&A, you handle any questions and any doubts to close the deal. So once in a while, actually most of the time, Iman does this Q&A where basically he puts a poll up in his story and people ask him questions, and he only answers the questions that are related to the what his this account's purpose is. So helping people scale their business. So he only answers those questions. Now, the leads, they're already nurtured by watching his YouTube content. They already trust, like, and know Iman. But they still, might not be ready. They still might have questions. So he puts up this Q&A polls on his stories to answer their questions, which then closes the deals. Because, they might be ready to join, but they might have a question and they want to get it answered, and they might, like be nurtured, but they want to be more nurtured. They're still not, really convinced yet. So Q&A stories plus IG story sequences, it really, it's a great way for converting your nurture leads and, basically YouTube to nurture them, and basically IG stories plus Q&A stories, IG stories and messages, DMs, to really just convert them into like a paying customer. So this is exceptionally this is exceptionally a great strategy that you can use right now. So also, Iman adds all of his Q&A stories to his highlights. So new leads and previous ones can access them at all times. So he also has these highlights of every Q&A sessions he does. He adds them to his highlights. So people that come to his accounts, new leads, previous leads, they can access it at all times. Now, what this essentially, all of this does is that it turns a nurture lead into a paying customer, you know. So this is the exact strategy that Iman uses for IG stories, which I think is an exceptionally great strategy, which if you already aren't using, you should be using. So now let's talk about the second part of the Instagram strategy, which is messages/DMs. So basically, Iman has an appointment setter to qualify leads and answer their questions on this account. So basically, the strategy is this. The appointment setter looks at all the new followers' accounts, and if they seem legit and a good fit for their program, they reach out and try to qualify them. And if they're qualified and looking for help, he gets them to book a call and later they convert. Also, another strategy is that is called the free resources strategy, so free lead magnet. So they also give free resources in the DMs and then try to start a conversation and follow the same process. So basically what Iman does that in some of his videos, he does give out, like free resources, like free lead magnets basically. And to get them, you have to DM his chat with Iman account like a keyword, and then they give it to you. Like as you can see right over here, they gave me the free resources that I DM'd them for. And then after that, they asked me, what are you working on right now? And with this, the appointment setter basically just started a conversation with me to, find out more about me, and then why am I on this account? Why did I follow this account? Am I interested in the 8FL program? Am I here for the knowledge and everything like that? And if they can help me, and if I'm like a good fit. So this is also a great strategy, the lead magnet strategy. And basically, the message/DM strategy is basically it's just way to start conversations with people and to see what they're on this account for. Like this account, anyone who follows it, they get a message from the appointment setter that what are they here for, whether that's for the free value, the free knowledge, and or whether that's they're interested in the 8FL program, or they have a business and they're currently basically struggling with that and they're looking for some advice and some knowledge. And then they're from there on they start the conversation, they qualify them, and they see that okay, if they need help, then obviously they can book a call, and then later in the call, if they're a good fit, and if they agree, they convert into like a paying customer. So this is basically just a strategy for messages/DMs. So this is basically it, the exact funnel that Iman Gadzhi used to make $6 million from his secret YouTube channel. So this is the exact strategy Iman used to print $6 million per year from his secret YouTube channel, as I mentioned earlier. Now, if you would like some help and guidance on exactly how to attract qualified leads and how to nurture them and convert them into a client, just like how Iman is doing on his business channel, then just message me CCC on my Instagram, the first link in the description, and I'll have a look into your business and I'll see exactly how I can help you. With that being said, I hope you found value in this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment it under this video or just message me on my Instagram, the first link in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.